like the legit chest day.
Yeah, because we just did bench. Like it was just a warm up for the tits.
1,600 subs, 4,000 followers on Instagram.
Crazy.
TikTok is almost at 50K.
Said you got to be a little mental, I think, to do what I did. I don't want to like sound crazy, but you have to be a little fucked up. The fucking mindset of like getting up every day and pushing yourself. And you're eating 12 to 16 ounces of meat and 100 to 150 grams of carbs every meal, and you're doing that 7 times, and you do it day in, day out. You got to have a very simple mindset. You can't be social. You can't be out doing a lot of other activities. So you put on the blinders and you have tunnel vision on what that ultimate goal is. I was always on track with everything. Everything was structured. I lived box in order to be the best, meaning I had no outside. People would call me with their problems, I'd hang up on them. Like the phones were off. Don't bother me with negative shit. And I just went at it. Like that's all I cared about. Like, that was what my life was like. It was like go full fucking throttle every day. That discipline was there. I always tell everyone it wasn't about the body, it was about the mind at first. But I trained my ass off. For me, I just love to train. Like that's what separated me from like most guys. There was times where I almost passed out training. I'm lunging with 225 on my back in the parking lot, and I remember just like, okay, no one else is doing this, so I'm gonna do it. And that was my mindset. That was how I like mind fucked everybody else. So I used to train in the middle of the night because no one else was doing it. And so people were like, man, is that the secret? Is that what Jay has to do? Is that what we have to do? And I did it almost to kind of like play mind games with the other guys.
Only the crazy people come out this time. It's cardio time.
But I was also a beast. I was known as a so-called mass monster. I was also stubborn as hell, right? I was told I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. I was told I wouldn't be a good pro. I was told I'd never turn pro, never win the Olympia, never win it more than once. After I lost it, they said that I'd come back and win it again. So I think a lot of that's a little ego too. You have to have a little ego to be able to do what I do and be great at it. You got to do what's your passion. Otherwise, you're never going to succeed at it. You're never going to stay with it. You're never going to commit to it, and you're never going to give your full ability towards that goal.
I'll say this without arrogance. Jake Cutler's the greatest bodybuilder of all time. I never had a lot of self-doubt. People look at his arrogance, and I'm just so confident that maybe sometimes I come off as that, but I've been knocked out enough times and came back from it that I just never gave up, and I always believed in myself. And I was so disciplined, man. There was no bodybuilder on this fucking planet that was more disciplined than I was at that time. I felt like a fucking machine, man. Everything just clicked. Like I told you, I could do anything. I went in the gym and I trained with light weights, I trained with heavy weights. It didn't matter what I did. Everything just clicks.
Ronnie's been here winning the show for the past, how many years, Ronnie? 6 years. But this is my town, my home, my place.
It takes a lot of time, but I'm dedicated. And
I was just so young and just, I was so, naive. I really didn't know much about anything. I really didn't know how to pose. I really didn't know anything, but I had the physique, I had the structure. And once I learned how to eat, and learned how to, train properly, and, I wanted to be the best. My dad was a pusher, man. I hated my dad a lot of times early in my life because he would just make me work, and he taught me to be a machine, And it really gave me the work ethic to be who I am as a bodybuilder, and to be relentless, and had to learn the value of working hard to achieve certain things. And I knew going into bodybuilding, it wasn't going to be easy. He's like, I'm telling you, you can beat Ronnie Coleman. Jay, I'm telling you, you're going to beat this guy. I'm telling you, Jay, you're going to beat this guy. So in the lineup, when I was standing next to Ronnie, people are like, holy shit, Jay's beating Ronnie Coleman from the front. It's the first time in my career that I actually knew, shit, I'm going to win the Mr. Olympia contest. I knew myself I would win it. And I knew in 2006, I knew 100% I was going to win the Mr. Olympia in 2006. I had no doubt in my mind. But every year I watched Ronnie stand next to me, and before he fell on the ground and he cried, he was scared. He was scared. You'll see Ronnie Coleman mouthing some things to me, and Ronnie Coleman said, well, you beat me. He said, you won. And I didn't know what to say. I felt terrible. That losing and winning was the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, because the fans that hated Jay Cutler now loved him again. And that's what I love most about my career, is that my body did the talking and my movement did the talking. I walked out on stage that night, and you remember, that was for sure the greatest moment of my life, winning the Mr. Olympia. When I came out, I just came out there, I did that fucking quad stomp, and it's like the place went fucking crazy, man.
I had that gym, and that gym taught me a discipline, it taught me sacrifice, and it just taught me how to trust my decisions, And when I started trusting my decisions, I started seeing changes that I was in control of, not anyone else.
This sport is definitely challenging, and I've learned a lot. So have all these guys about yourself and what you're faced with in adversity and overcoming. I just didn't give up, and I continue to train.
We all go through difficult times. There's not one single person in this room that's not going through a difficult time right now. The thing is, are you willing to embrace it? The ability to propel forward through all adversity. That's winning. So it doesn't matter what the place is or what people say, or your hard times or this or that. That's just a valley, a moment of growing. And if you look at it like that, that is where you grow to be powerful. That's where you learn. Because if everything's perfect, you win. And what's making you grow stronger? It was almost like a therapy for myself, because I was understanding, being able to go to the gym and train and watch my body grow, right? Giving myself something that I could feel in the gym. I just took all the passion out into eating, sleeping, and training. I found something that nobody can take away from you. These are direction and things that I've learned along the way to help you.
Boys, we just got fucking anabolic as fuck on that bench press.
Damn fucking right.
And we sincerely apologize for not talking in between our sets. We just be so locked in.
Sincerely
But
apologize.
we will be better.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of just because we were too locked in.
Yeah.
We just kind of forget
Nah,
to.
but we need to start talking
Yeah,
in
yeah.
between the shit.
But
We just have a lot on our mind.
shit. What time is it?
And
9:30.
disgusting pump.
Just
disgusting pump.
Just got out of brunch. Fuck, that shit's probably crooked as hell.
Probably the worst gym in possible.
Solid ass workout. Bench is starting to feel better for us again.
Damn right.
And
It's just that time of the year when your just shoulders are lubed up and you're ready to hit some PRs.
yeah, we need to get a fucking stabilizer because this is like driving through a fucking hurricane.
I love fucking uploading some videos, pumping
right.
that shit out.
Damn right, pumping it out for the boys.
Delay on the clothing brand
Yeah.
because the shipment's taking a little longer.
You guys gotta understand, it's international.
Yeah.
So it's coming from God knows fucking where. But yeah, so waiting on the clothes to come in, and the giveaway winner will be getting his stuff very shortly.
Yeah, and boys, we're gonna make some fire ass designs.
Yeah.
And
We're working on cooking up some new stuff.
And don't worry, we're not gonna charge you $80 for a damn hoodie.
Yeah.
All right.
Like fucking like
We're gonna be pretty fair.
like dark sport. Holy shit.
Yeah. And our designs are gonna be fucking better.
You're better off stashing your weekly check for a dark sport hoodie.
Something, Rick.